If your scores for Quiz 1 and Quiz 2 are below the passing threshold, your current trajectory leads to a term repeat. The end term exam is your final opportunity to avoid failing the subject and being forced to start the entire course over from week 1. A failing grade creates a cascading delay. When your CGPA falls below a 6.0, it stalls your progress through the foundation level and complicates your eligibility for future placement cycles. The situation is precarious, but there is still time to recover. To do that, you must move away from general study habits and adopt a strategy built around the specific weightage of the final exam. This walkthrough deconstructs the remaining syllabus and provides a comprehensive formula sheet designed to address the specific scoring requirements of the end term. For those who need deep conceptual dives, make sure to utilize the long-form podcast lectures available on this channel and subscribe for further updates. Relying on luck will not help you pass. Navigating the end term requires a calculated approach to how you distribute your remaining study hours. Many students fail because they aim for a generic passing mark. Instead, you need to identify the exact number of points you are currently missing based on your previous quiz performance. Here is the grading formula. Quiz 1 is 30%, Quiz 2 is 20%, and the end term carries the remaining 50% required to reach an E grade. Pause here. Calculate the exact percentage you need for that 50% total and commit to it in the comments. Defining this target replaces vague anxiety with a specific, measurable objective for your revision sessions. Once you have your target, do not start your revision at week 1. We are going to use a priority system that focuses your time on the weeks that carry the most weight in the final exam. This priority pyramid puts weeks 9 through 12 at the base. This final month of the course typically accounts for the majority of the end term questions and must be your first priority for mastery. The middle tier consists of weeks 5 through 8. Mastering these concepts is necessary to solve complex final problems. The apex represents weeks 1 through 4. These provide the foundation, but result in very few direct questions. Effective preparation requires active problem solving. Rewatching lectures without applying the concepts to new problems often leads to a false sense of confidence that fails during the exam. Allocating your remaining hours to weeks 9 through 12 aligns your effort with the bulk of the exam's mark distribution, increasing the likelihood of reaching your target score. To assist your revision, we have compiled a centralized formula sheet and detailed revision notes focused on these high-yield topics. You can find these resources in the description box. Download them now to use as a reference during your practice sessions. Use the sheet to review key identities and formulas, then immediately apply them to unique practice questions rather than repeating ones from your graded assignments. Address any lecture backlogs immediately. Attempting to cram multiple weeks of new content at the last minute leads to cognitive overload and makes it difficult to focus during the actual exam. The institution designs these exams to be challenging as a way to verify student readiness. Passing requires sustained focus on the high-probability sections of the syllabus. You can reinforce your learning by listening to our long lecture podcasts while you work through your active practice sets. Meeting your end-term goal is a matter of following this prioritized plan and focusing your effort where the marks are actually distributed. Success depends on how you execute these steps in the time you have left.